Welcome back, everybody. Todd here. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. I hope you'll consider subscribing and hitting that bell icon so that when we upload another video, you'll be sure to get notification. And as always, hit that like button because it helps us out with the YouTube algorithms. So I appreciate that. Okay, today I thought I would spend a few minutes talking about our daily money management and financial concierge services. These are services that we've been offering to clients for more than 20 years here at MMI Financial Group, but it's a real growing sector in the financial world and one that so many people are just unaware of. So I thought I'd spend a few minutes today and kind of take you through the services that we've been providing for, as I say, many, many years to clients who need this type of assistance. So stick around and follow along, and I'll tell you a little bit more about those services. Okay, before we jump into the services, I did want to mention that we're members of the American Association of Daily Money Managers, and I'll put a link right here to that website. You can go to the website and get more information about DMMs or Daily Money Managers and what the profession's all about. So let's kind of start out with who is a typical profile of our clients, because we work with a lot of different people in different situations. Might be a busy, high net worth client, and maybe it's a professional business owner, could even be a retiree that is bouncing between warmer climates in the wintertime, Florida, Arizona, and their houses here. So could be that, and they don't have the time to manage their finances the way that they know they probably should be. And so we're able to step in, come alongside of those people, take that money management off of them, and we can maintain reports and all of those kinds of things. We'll get into that in a few minutes, but it could be a busy, high net worth client. Could be a senior. As you're aging, it's a good idea to have somebody come alongside of you and help you get things organized. Make sure that you're not going to be burdening the next generation, the kids, grandkids, whomever. Could be an individual that is assisting their aging parents. A lot of out-of-town children trying to step in, help mom and dad out as they age, but it's difficult with that distance. They're out of town, even if they're in state, maybe they're an hour away. So those are a lot of the kinds of people that we can help to get involved. And it could be individuals with serious impairments, whether it's blind, hearing loss, could be mental impairments from an accident, those kinds of things. So just really a variety of people that we're working with as our clients. So, okay, what are some of the services? Well, I will break it into a couple of different categories. Daily money management services are made up of financial and estate record keeping. This would be getting all of the important documents, papers, records organized and make sure that they are readily available. A lot of things that people don't think about are copies of birth certificates, military discharge papers. If you've got aging seniors, there are veterans benefits out there for assisted living if you served in wartime, etc. But you've got to locate all the right papers, and so many families don't even know about that, and those benefits go unclaimed. So getting all of those financial and estate records organized and know what you're looking for. Bills, the next category would be bills, insurance, and cash flow management. So here we're talking about all the money in, all the money out, the different insurance protections that you have, and of course your health care is super important. We start having a serious illness, and you can get into some serious medical bills. Now you're going to get lots and lots of EOBs, and they're going to come at you. How do you know if the insurance is supposed to pay this, your deductible, your co-insurances? So medical auditing of bills, particularly if you have a serious or life-threatening illness, those can be very stressful. So you look at personal balance sheet and account reconciliations for assets as well as credit card statements, investment savings statements, making sure that those are being watched so that if there is any kind of fraud, you're catching it inside of your consumer protection period. So maintaining and to create a balance sheet so you know what is your net worth from quarter to quarter, what is happening in these different accounts month to month, some of them, and then organizing and maintaining tax documents. So clearly you have to hang on to tax records for a while, making sure that you're organized and those are being properly managed. And then you also look at, for seniors particularly, if you're in a spend down situation where you're having to pay for in-home care or assisted living for a loved one, if their assets are going to run out at some point, there's a look back period. And so there's going to need to be an accounting package put together that shows how those monies were spent down, and we do those kinds of things so that when you get to that spend down period, it's a smooth transition to being able to step into state benefits. So if you look at our financial concierge services, here, you're talking about things like opening and sorting the mail. That doesn't sound like a big deal, but to a lot of seniors, they'll let that pile up. Bills don't get paid. It's not because they don't have the money. It's because there's some confusion and just they don't want to deal with it. So, our ability to step in with financial concierge services, doing something as simple as getting on top of the mail and maintaining that. You look at vetting and negotiating service contracts. Maybe you're dealing in an aging parent that needs somebody to come in and start doing the lawn, snow removal, clean the house, do some laundry, do some shopping for them. Who's going to vet those people? Who's going to contract those people? Who's going to pay those people and make sure that they're there providing good service? You look at plumbers, electrician, heating and cooling. All of a sudden the furnace is on the fritz and mom has to call a furnace person. Well, mom can call us. We'll get the furnace person out there. We'll go out and meet with the furnace person, because nothing against the furnace guys, but we've had it happen. Oh, you need a new furnace. Well, no, they didn't. When we got another contractor out there, they didn't need a new furnace. Didn't even come close to needing a new furnace. So, who's going to be out there dealing with these service contractors and making sure that there is no fraud or inappropriate financial wheeling and dealing. Home maintenance issues, selling assets. I look at over the course of the last couple of years, we've sold boats. We get involved. And of course, we've been at this a long time. So we have the tools and resources, people in place that we can do a great job. We can typically get more money for the client and for their assets and do it quicker than if you've got to get your out-of-town daughter or son involved, etc. And so, you look at RVs, boats, cars. If mom's not driving anymore and we don't need the car, are we selling the car? Are we going to continue to insure the car from a liability point of view? So those kinds of things. And we've done farm auctions. We've, a lot of different things in our financial concierge services. You may be a busy person, maybe a senior that likes to be a snowbird. We've shipped cars down to Florida so the client can use their own automobile in Florida. They can fly down, pick up their car down there. At the end of the season, we'll ship the thing back. So, anything that involves services and spending money to do it, on our financial concierge services side of things, we're doing those types of things. Estate management and settlement services. We do a lot of work with trustees, personal representatives, executors of the estate, durable powers of attorney. We can get involved. We can help you do those tasks so that you're not running around trying to figure it all out. We pretty much know what you have to do. We can work with you and your attorney to get through that process, but we could take a lot of that off of you and get through it pretty cleanly. I think another thing that when you're looking at daily money management and financial concierge services, going back to the daily money management side of things, when we're doing financial statements, two big financial statements would be that personal balance sheet. What do we have? What are the assets? What does it consist of? You've got your accounts, you've got your stuff, you've got your real estate. So, I mean, you're looking at the total picture of what makes up your assets and what is it worth in real time? What is it worth today? Are we tracking that? So then the other side of that becomes your bills. I call it cash flow management. It's all the money coming in, all the money going out, every single month. We're tracking it. What bill comes due when? How much is it? So it's not just a list of your bills. It's what does it cost to run your lifestyle over the course of a period of time, be that a year or what have you. But so you look at that cash flow statement at the end of a year, you're looking at that in real time. Here's what came in, here's what went out, here's exactly where it came from and where it went, and how much you spent. So now, how much does it cost you to run your lifestyle? You start looking at retirement. People want to get into retirement planning, but what is it really costing you to run your lifestyle right now? What phase are you in? Are you in the accumulation phase? Are you spending? You know, another thing that we get involved with here in the Daily Money Management Department is running projections for people looking forward towards planning for assisted living, aging in place. And that's what I call it, aging in place planning. Nobody wants to go to an assisted living facility if they don't have to. So how long can I stay at my house? How practical is it? What's the plan? Who will provide the assistance and the services to come alongside of you when that time comes that you need some help to stay in your home? Well, a lot of things have to happen in pre-planning for that to come off seamlessly. You have to know what is it really costing you to live there, and what are the resources in your community, who's going to bring those resources. So it's not all about just senior planning, but a lot of our clients are seniors. A lot of our clients are adult children helping mom and dad, grandma and grandpa, aunt and uncle, whatever it may be. And so, you know, those are the kinds of services that we can bring, and we can do it professionally, relieve that stress from the family, complete communication, so that now everybody that needs to or should have reports is getting that. That's a buffer. Even if one child is going to be the designated power of attorney or handling the finances or whatever, that's fine. But now what if there's an accounting there, so that person doesn't have to worry about any of the siblings ever accusing them of being inappropriate with the money or what have you. So those kinds of things are what we do. We can provide that buffer. We can provide that professional service that can take that off of just the family. So those are some of the things that we're doing in the daily money management, financial concierge services side of things. We'll do some more videos on this to kind of break it down on things, different topics. So do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon so that you'll be aware of when we upload another video. Do me a favor and hit that like button. That helps us out. I appreciate it. So, hey, thanks for tagging along and taking a look. If you think that this would be helpful to somebody that you know, please go ahead and share this video with people that you know that might benefit from our services. So thanks again, and we'll see you on the next one.